Well, as we first told you last night, a state appeals court ruled in favor of a group of La Crosse landlords in their lawsuit against the city. They argued a city inspection ordinance violated state law, and the Court of Appeals agreed with them. News 8's Kyle Dimke joins us now with more on the impact of the court's decision.
Well, the city ordinance would have required landlords to notify their tenants of a city inspection as part of the city's inspection and registration program. The attorney representing the landlords says Wisconsin law is pretty clear. Cities and towns cannot require landlords to give more information to their tenants than is required under state law. The city says we'll tweak the language of the ordinance, but this ruling doesn't change much.
To say rental properties are important to the La Crosse housing market may be a bit of an understatement.
It's about 50% rental housing and 50% owner-occupied housing.
That's why La Crosse Mayor Tim Cabot says the city is putting lots of effort into improving the safety and quality of homes here, and why the city wanted to put the notification ordinance in place.
We're going to continue to make those tweaks so that that program can be effective, because that's ultimately what we all want, is safe and decent housing in the city.
Representing the landlords in this case, Attorney Bernardo Cueto says the ruling is a big victory for property owners all across Wisconsin. He says the city's ordinance was pushing landlords to be the middleman between tenants and the city, and the landlords didn't want that.
Look, this is a tenant's home. The city wants to go in there and inspect. They should just go directly to the tenants.
Cueto says the ordinance would have also led to less affordable housing in the city.
If you start charging landlords for every little thing, only the largest landlords are usually going to be able to meet all of the requirements. And what's that going to do is that going to bring up the values for these rental properties way up, making it so that a lot of poorer families are not going to be able to stick around.
But Cabot disagrees.
I think we have such a strong rental housing demand here to think that because property owner has to get their rental property registered and inspected is going to somehow significantly impact the housing market in a negative way. I'm not buying it. I don't see that.
La Crosse Mayor Tim Cabot says the city's registration and inspection program has been around for more than 10 years and has been successful, but there is still work to do. He says the city has already begun working on changing its inspection notification process, so now that this lawsuit is over, the city can get back to improving neighborhoods.
Thanks a lot, Kyle. The attorney for the landlord says this ruling is bigger than just here in La Crosse. The Court of Appeals is recommending this ruling be published. Now, Cueto says most decisions are not published, but when a Court of Appeals decides an opinion should be published, that means the court feels it is one of the most important opinions in Wisconsin this year.